city. The streets were quiet, the sky was blue. I stood outside your door in silence, with one last night to spend with you. You opened the door and froze for a moment, like you couldn't believe it was me. I smiled and said, I missed you lately. You smiled and whispered, come in, please. We walked out to the old balcony, where we once dreamed beneath the stars. You asked me why I came so late. I said, some roads just lead this far. You brought 2 cups of coffee and pulled your chair a little close. We talked about the days we wasted and all the things we missed the most. You laughed about our younger days. I watched you like I had no tomorrow. You never saw the tears in my eyes. You never knew what they were hiding. The city slept beneath us, but we still had so much to say. Every second felt like forever, though forever was slipping away. Will you come back to the balcony where we talked till 3? Will you come back to the balcony where you were still with me? Will you come back to the balcony when the night feels cold and lonely? Will you look into the darkness and still remember me? You told me all your little secrets, the ones you never told before. I said I was sorry for every time I hurt you before. You said maybe we were foolish, maybe love was never meant to end. I looked away and held my silence, afraid to tell you what I felt. The clock was getting closer to 3, but neither one of us wanted to go. You said, I wish this night could stay here. I whispered, I wish it could too. Then you looked at me and asked me, where have you been all this time? I smiled and held your hand in silence, knowing this would be our last goodbye. Will you come back to the balcony where we talked till 3? Will you come back to the balcony where you were still with me? Will you come back to the balcony when the night feels cold and lonely? Will you look into the darkness and still remember me? The phone began to ring at 3. You stood and walked inside. You answered with a sleepy hello, then silence filled the room. I heard your voice begin to tremble as the color left your face. Someone on the other side whispered, I don't know how to tell you this. He died tonight around 11. You couldn't breathe, you couldn't move. You turned and ran back to the balcony, but I was gone. The second chair was empty. My coffee was still warm. The night was exactly where we left it, but I was already gone. Then you saw the photograph I left beside your chair, and suddenly you remembered the way I looked at you that night. Will you come back to the balcony where we talked till 3? Will you come back to the balcony where you thought you were with me? Will you come back to the balcony the darkness and still remember me. I didn't come to stay, I came to say goodbye. So if you ever miss me, come back to the balcony. Maybe in the silence you'll feel me there again. Will you come back to the balcony? Will you come back to the balcony?